Yeah, what's up, guys? It's your boy Chris here. I promised I was going to do this video. Quick little thing on my thoughts on the Peacemaker TV series. So here it is. In short, I love the show. If you haven't seen the Suicide Squad, you have to watch that first before you watch this. Just get an idea of who Peacemaker is in this universe. Um, I love it. The intro is amazing. like, like the intro is amazing. And if anything happens to to Eagly, I'm gonna riot. John Cena is fantastic in it. As Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker. He's great. Robert Patrick is great as his father. Uh, the rest of the cast is really good. Like I said, not gonna take up too much time on this one. The series isn't over. Once it's over, I will do a full-on review of it. Um, Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to do a quick review of a series that I have finished. And but Peacemaker, great show. Watch it. Let's get those numbers up on that. The one another show I want to talk about because I haven't had a chance to is Cobra Kai. I've watched it from the beginning up through this last season, and it's one of my favorite shows. Um, like I said, with Peacemaker, I'm going to do the same thing I'm going to do here. But it kind of tells the story of Johnny Lawrence after, like, the Karate Kid. He's this, like, I don't know how to describe it. He's a fucking loser. He's stuck in the 80s. It's really kind of sad. But it gives you the story from his perspective. And it kind of delves into, like, the rivalry with Daniel and how he saw things versus how Daniel saw things. And it's really just interesting to see how the interplay of the relationships between all the characters and stuff like that. It's really good because people change allegiances, people go off and do their own thing, people come back from the past. Like you've had Chosen from Karate Kid 2 show up. You had Terry Silver show up in this one, this past season. You had the All Valley tournament come back. Um, you had a massive brawl in season 2 in the middle of a high school where, like, kids should have gone to jail for that shit. For real. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was fucking nuts. But, you had, like, they're fighting in arcade, like, laser tag arenas, fighting in, like, dances, like, fighting in somebody's house. Like, these kids throw down in this show. Like, they don't fucking play. Like, I think in season 3, they threw a kid out a fucking window. Like, through a fucking window. Like, there's a cat outside. And they're like, we don't have a cat. Kid comes flying in because they throw him in. I'm like, God damn. Like, it's crazy. But the biggest thing in the show is Johnny and his relationships with the people that he comes into contact with. His relationship with the kid Miguel, his relationship with John Kreese, his relationship with Daniel. Like at various points, like they kind of realize that they're not too much different from each other. And if they would just, they eventually kind of realize we've kind of got to get together to take down Kreese. But Kreese gets Terry Silver back. And Terry Silver, like, he was like living his life and he was cool. Like, dude, I was doing coke and fucking. We were harassing a high school kid about a karate tournament. How fucking crazy was that? It was fucking nuts. Like, I was doing those coke in the 80s. It was nuts. To, like, all of a sudden, he's that guy again because Kreese came back into his life. And then he realizes, like, I got to get rid of Kreese to embrace my dark side. And kind of Kreese realizes, like, there's a speech Terry Silver gives about weakness. What is your weakness? And Kreese is like, what the fuck are you talking about? What weakness? He's like, I know your weakness. It's Johnny Lawrence. You've always looked at him as a son. That's your weakness. And my weakness has always been you, John. It's always been you, Kreese. You've been my weakness. Well, I'm cutting that weakness out. And he does something to get rid of him, and it's amazing. It's brutal what he does to do it, but it shows like Terry Silver's like, oh, like Kreese is like, oh shit, I done fucked up. He realizes he let out a beast out of a cage. And in season 5, like, you're gonna have Daniel and Chosen teaching his students and how they did that. So I'm looking forward to season 5 of this show. Johnny is off doing his thing, trying to find Miguel, the kid that he's been mentoring and stuff, because he left the tournament. And it's just like, this show's amazing. But I thought to jump on that because I've seen all of that, and obviously, like, if you haven't watched, it's on Netflix, you've probably already, if you're watching my channel, you've probably already watched this shit. Another show I want to hit on real quick is Hawkeye. I liked it. A lot of people are bitching about it, but he's kind of the blue collar Avenger. He's the one dude that's like, I don't have any superpowers. All I got's a bow and arrow. And it kind of played on that. But he inspired Kate Bishop to be who she wanted to be. You have Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk. The Wilson Fisk from the Daredevil TV series. It's the same fucking dude. He's the same motherfucker, and he's just as badass as he was on Daredevil. Anybody bitching about him, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. He's that same dude. We saw Charlie Cox show up in No Way Home. Like, spoiler alert. Like, actually, no. Everybody's seen the movie by now. Yeah, Daredevil's in the movie. At this point, you already know, you've seen all the stuff that's out there about him being in it. The rumors are true. Charlie Cox is in the MCU. So is Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. So they're there now. Like, you got Echo coming up. You got Moon Knight coming up. You got Secret Invasion coming. All this other stuff coming. But yeah. Back to the original point of this video. Because I didn't want to hit it deep. But Peacemaker, really good show. Cobra Kai, love it. Hawkeye, loved it. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go through all the MCU shows in the order of which I like them. Falcon and Winter Soldier, loved it. It was fucking fantastic. By the time it's over, Sam Wilson was Captain America. Loved that. Loved the way they did it, how he evolved and just said, I gotta do this. I'm embracing it. Fuck it. I'm Captain America now. WandaVision, I love that show. Thought it was great. The way they handle, like, her dealing with the grief of losing everyone close to her. Like, she fucking snapped, bro. Like, that pain and that loss of Vision, like, where they were going to build their life together, it made her snap. And it showed what she's capable of. Scarlet Witch is a bad motherfucker. And, like, that's just the tip of the iceberg on what's coming with her. Vision's back. I like the white Vision. I've always was a fan of that white Vision look in the comics. Love that look now. He looks cool as shit with the white, all white with the blue thing in the middle. Like, he looks cool as shit. Agatha Harkness, the fucking Agatha All Along song. I bumped that to this day because it was that good. Hell, all the stuff they did with the music was good. The one little note they kept putting in there with everything, it was really good. I liked that. What If, I liked. It was interesting. The What If, the possibilities, there are infinite possibilities literally on that show with the multiverse. Loki, I thought was fantastic. Don't know, like, those of you who did not watch Loki or didn't see that last episode, or didn't, go back and watch Jonathan Majors as He Who Remains. Because that man put on an acting clinic on what the hell's coming with him. Kang is a bad motherfucker. The One Who Remains is a bad motherfucker. Immortus is a bad motherfucker. And you got a glimpse, just a little tiny taste of what the characters are going to be. Because he's not just playing Kang. He's playing all those roles. And the way he talked to Loki and Sylvie, just that whole speech about, look, man, you can either do this or do this, but if you do this, you're going to fuck everything up. And you don't want to deal with me. All of me. You don't want it. You don't understand why I do what I do, but I did it to make sense to stop multiversal war. So you can kill me right now, but then you got to deal with me, the other me's. And you don't want that. And Loki was kind of like, hey, man, what if he's right? And Sylvie couldn't let it go. And he's like, but God damn it. And then you realize, like, yo, he was right. And now they're free. And what that does to the multiverse. So I love that show. Hawkeye, liked it. I loved the interplay with Yelena Belova and Kate Bishop. It was just, I want more. Can we get season 2 with just those two? Like, more of them together? Because they were just great. Like, they were just funny. Like, she was funny. Florence Pugh was great as Yelena, or the Black Widow, assassin Black Widow. And just the way she was like, look, Kate Bishop, I could fuck you up at any point, but I like you, so I'm not going to. But I am going to fuck up Clint Barton. So just know I'm going for it. If you get in my way, I'll kill you too. Well, why are we having dinner? Because you're cool. I like you. You're nice. You save the dog on the street. That's cool. I respect you. But if you get in my way, I'll fuck you up 10 ways from Sunday. So just letting you know. Like, that was cool. Echo was cool. Like, I like that show. Like, Mandalorian, I'm gonna hit that one too real quick. Loved it. Great. That last season was great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm liking the Book of Boba Fett so far as well. I like it. A lot of people are kind of like it's too slow. They're building the story of Boba Fett becoming this leader in Mos Eisley. The mob, or the underground mob boss. I get it. I get what they're doing. They're building up the Godfather here. Michael Corleone didn't just all of a sudden become the Godfather. He rose up to power. And that's what they're doing with Boba Fett. Like, he didn't just come in, I'm the Godfather. He didn't want to be the Godfather in the original Godfather. It just happened to fall to him because he's the one brother that had the ability to do it. And once he got in, he was fucking ruthless. Boba Fett's trying to do things differently than Michael did in the beginning too, and the Godfather. He tried not to be his father. But eventually he realized he had to be that. What Boba Fett's going to realize is he's got to be like Cutthroat. And when he does, it's going to be badass. And it will be worth the payoff. I believe. But you got to build to it. You got to earn that. And that's what they're doing. They're building the story to that point with his character. I love Tamara Morrison. I love him as Boba Fett. Ming-Na Wen. Like, straight up. Like, she's done everything at Disney. She was Mulan. She was Agent May in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, she's been like everything for them, and she's been a part of everything for them. So her being in Star Wars as Fennec Shand, like, she's hit the trifecta of Disney at this point. She is a legend for Disney. And as long as she wants the part in the stuff they're doing, I hope they give it to her. Because I've been a fan forever. Ming-Na Wen is awesome. She's fucking badass. And that's all I got to say about that. Like, she's badass. Like, so she can do whatever the fuck she wants. If they want to bring her back in the MCU as Agent May again, I'd be cool with it. They want to keep Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. its own little timeline thing, I'm cool with that too. But if they bring her back as Agent May, I won't be mad about that. They bring Coulson back, I won't be mad. But I'm happy to see her in Star Wars as Fennec Shand, because she's badass. Danny Trejo as a Rancor trainer. Like, look, how do you top that? It's Danny Trejo, motherfuckers. Like, motherfucker's a legend, so you can't top that. They get motherfuckers in these movies or in these TV shows. Carl Weathers in The Mandalorian. Bill Burr in The Mandalorian. I was hoping they would spin him off, but Gina Carano fucked that up with the Rangers of the New Republic. I was hoping they would do something with that. Look, Disney, just recast that shit, man. Recast the role. No one cares. We kind of wanted that show. I was looking forward to that one if it was going to have Cara Dune and other characters as the Rangers and that. It would have been cool. Don't let her not being able to shut the fuck up ruin that. Bring that shit on. Just recast the role with another actress. It's cool. Reconcept it into something different, but bring Bill Burr's character back in some way, shape, or form because I loved his character in the Mandalorian episodes he was in because he was just fucking funny. Former Stormtrooper who was like, yo, fuck all this shit. Like, he was great. Bill Burr is great. In those roles, when he does that stuff, it's great. He's always usually really good. But in closing, again, because I got stuff to do today, I'm going to run a couple errands. Peacemaker. Check it out. You won't regret it. You'll like it. It's not G-rated. I'm going to let you know right now. There's nudity. There's sex. And the first couple episodes, there's titties. There's nudity in it. It's not for kids. So, it's not. John Cena is like hitting a girl off with it in the first episode. It's not for kids. So if you got kids, they're like, I want to see John Cena. Don't show them this show. It's not for kids. Don't do it. You're going to be like, oh God, what have I done? And it'll be your own fault. Consider this your warning. But yeah, all the shows I mentioned, What If, A+. WandaVision, A+. Falcon and Winter Soldier, A+. Loki, A+. Peacemaker so far, A+. Hawkeye. I'm going to give it a solid A. Of the Disney show plus shows, it's the weakest one, but it's not weak by any stretch of the imagination. Also, those of you bitching about the musical, like, grow up. It was funny. It was cool. It was funny. I liked it. I liked that they did that. It was cool. But, Peacemaker, A+. I'm going to give them their due. And I know what you're thinking. Haven't you watched Titans and Doom Patrol? I couldn't get into Titans. I stopped after, episode 5 in season 2. I just couldn't get into it. And Doom Patrol, not a big fan. I couldn't, it's too, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I just couldn't get into those as much. But the other shows, other stuff, I'm giving them an A+. Harley Quinn animated series, A+. Another one. It's fucking hilarious. I like that show. It's really funny. Especially the Joker when he finds out who Batman is. You sprayed it with the electric car a couple years ago. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? I love that shit. That was fucking hilarious to me. So those shows are good. I like that stuff. I like the animated stuff. Actually, not all the animated stuff. I don't like the DC animated style. I like the older stuff. But the animated Harley Quinn series, also A+. So, but Peacemaker, A+, check it out. First 4 episodes are up. Episode 5 drops Thursday. Once the whole series is over, the whole season's over, I'll do a full-on review of my opinion of the show based on how it goes, the rest of it goes. But so far, I'm loving it. Anyway, I'm going to call it a wrap on this episode. Like I said, Cobra Kai, A+ as well. To all people out there, look, let's get us to 10 subscribers. If you like what I say, you like these posts, just tell people, share the video. I don't care, just put it out there. Let's get 10 subscribers. I know what you're thinking. That's a small amount. 10 subscribers? Really? That's all you want? I'm a new channel. I'm starting small here. Eventually, I want to get up to 100, and then maybe 1,000, and maybe 10,000. But for now, we're starting at 10. I'm halfway there. So get me to 10 subscribers. And have them kind of share it. Just share the videos. Put them out there. I don't care. I want people to know what they think. Otherwise, why would I be doing this? So there we go. So 10 subscribers. Let's get at it. Peace.